Today is June 12th, 2022, and we have our June 11th update on the war in Ukraine. Most of yesterday's progress was made in the Kherson theater, where the Ukrainians have launched a counteroffensive seeking to recapture the city of Kherson, which was one of the first cities to fall under Russian occupation. We can see here in blue the Ukrainian counter movements. Recently, they recaptured the city of Tavrishka, or the village of Tavrishka, and they're also making efforts to recapture Posad Pokrovka and Oleksandrivka, these cities or towns over here. The main goal being to eventually get closer to the city of Kherson, challenge Russian control there, and that being the means through which they can eventually move again into southern Ukraine, which is entirely occupied by the Russian forces. And you can see that here, all of this southern Ukraine. This was stuff that was initially occupied at the very beginning of the war, in which the Russians have been able to control since then. So Ukraine trying to mount a challenge there, making little incursions there on the Kherson offensive. Additionally, there has been some limited fighting in Luhansk and Donetsk Oblast as the Russians continue to try and make inroads here in this corridor. You can see here that in the morning report from the Ukrainian military that Russian assaults near Vruvivka, Mykolaiivka, and Vasilivka were repelled this morning. You can see those cities over here, Mykolaiivka and Vruvivka, currently still in Ukrainian control after repelling that attempted Russian incursion. We can also see here another morning report from the General Staff of Armed Forces of Ukraine is that the battles in Toshkivka and Sievierodonetsk are continuing. So here's Toshkivka, again, Russians trying to make incursions there, as well as in Sievierodonetsk. But nonetheless, the Ukrainians still trying to hold on. Compared to a day or two ago, we can see that in Sievierodonetsk, it does appear to be that much more of the city is under Russian control, at least all of these formerly residential areas. This is the main rail yard. This is a very significant military strategic point of control, because the railroads have been very significant in being able to either help Ukraine or Russia with their war efforts. So, Sievierodonetsk being a very big rail hub. There's its large rail yard. Meturkina and Voronova, I believe we had an update a day or two ago where these had fallen under Russian control. That's not currently updated here on this map. Nonetheless, situation in Sievierodonetsk does continue to look perilous for the Ukrainians. Ultimately, Russia's goal here is to capture what's left of Luhansk Oblast, which is everything to the east of this river right here. This dark line here as well. Whether that happens in the near future remains to be seen. It's not that significant of a victory in the totality in terms of trying to make significant incursions into the rest of Ukraine, but nonetheless would be a symbolic victory for the Russians.